Have you ever thought about becoming a professional organizer, but then immediately you tell yourself, I'm not organized enough, or I don't know where to start? If that's you, then I want you to know you are not alone. And honestly, most of the things you believe about this industry just aren't true. In today's episode, I'm breaking down the biggest misconceptions about becoming a professional organizer. The things that keep so many women stuck, second guessing themselves, or waiting way longer than they need to. Because the truth is, this business isn't about being perfect. It's about learning how to help people, how to create simple systems, and how to show up with confidence, even when you're just getting started. So if you've been feeling called to this work, but something's been holding you back, then this episode is for you. I'm Samantha Brown, professional organizer, decluttering specialist, and business coach. I created Pro Organizers Coach podcast to empower you to reach new heights in your business. I am on a mission to build a supportive sisterhood of passionate professional organizers. So whether you're a seasoned pro or you're just getting started, this podcast is for you. Welcome back to the Pro Organizers Coach podcast. All right, let's walk through these misconceptions one by one because I want you to see what's actually true and what's just been holding you back. Or maybe what you've heard from other people, but isn't true if you are someone that is more heart centered like I am. You want to focus more on maybe decluttering, even though that's step one of organizing. That alone is a misconception, honestly, is that most people think it's just about the pretty bins and baskets. It's really not. So let's dive into these misconceptions about being a professional organizer. So I have 10 of them for you. Number one, you have to be naturally organized. Truth, organization is a learned skill. And I am a prime example of that because I was not organized before I became a professional organizer. I started my business by learning how to become organized for myself. The truth is that systems are able to be learned. It's what you can learn how to do, and that's what you'll then help your clients with. And confidence comes from doing, not from being perfect. So most organizers become organized because they've practiced it, not because they were born that way. And some of them were born that way, but they also still have to practice it. Another point is what you are selling is a repeatable process. Your job is to create simple systems that your clients can follow, not teaching them to maintain perfection. And being too organized can actually hurt you if you don't simplify it for your clients. So, number two, it's just cleaning people's houses. The truth, you are not a cleaner. You help with decision making, creating systems, behavioral changes. You are a guide and a coach, not a cleaner. So, cleaning maintains a space. Organizing transforms how it functions. You're helping your clients answer, do I need this? Where does this belong? You're creating homes for the items. You are a problem solver and you're solving root problems, not surface level messes. This is why clients come back is because they need support, not just a clean space. And inside my How to Work with Clients course, I walk you through exactly how to guide clients through these decisions step by step. And not to say that there's anything wrong with being a cleaner, because I was a cleaner when I first got started. And I know a lot of you are cleaners and you are adding being an organizer to your cleaning business. And that is totally perfect. That's amazing. But what I need you to hear from me is you have to be able to help your own self understand the difference, and you have to help your clients understand the difference so you can let them know that you're an organizer and that you can help them with solving their problems. But if you're cleaning, you can also help them with cleaning their space as well. So it's all about how you represent it and helping your clients understand the difference. So, number three, if I just start, my clients will come to me. The truth is that clients do not just appear. You have to intentionally market yourself. And what this looks like is talking about what you do, showing up locally, using tools like Google Business, because visibility is what will create opportunity. And marketing is simply letting people know how you can help them. If people don't understand what you do, they will not hire you because a confused mind doesn't buy. So, one conversation can turn into a client, a referral, a connection. You don't need to be everywhere. You just need to be visible in the right places consistently. This is exactly why I created the marketing course, is so you can understand how to simplify the marketing process so you're able to get clients and able to market your business in a way that feels authentic and not overwhelming, because we are trying to keep this as simple as possible. All right, number four, I need everything perfect before I even get started. So the truth is, you don't need perfection, but having key pieces in place will help you grow faster and feel more confident. So, things that are helpful to have: a simple website, clear, basic branding. But what matters most is taking action, getting that experience, and being willing to learn as you go. Perfection delays momentum, and clarity comes through action. The truth is that your first version will evolve, and that's a good thing. It's okay not to know every single thing when you first get started. The point is to be willing to learn and grow as you go. Some simple foundations that you want to create are trust, credibility, and confidence when speaking to clients. You have to be thinking to yourself, I'm ready enough, not, oh, I have to be perfect. Because done is better than perfect, but supported done is even better. Your clients need systems. They need step by step systems. They need someone to hold their hand and to be accountable to and to talk it out with them. Those things are invaluable. That's why coaching is a thing. That's why becoming a coach is a thing. And as organizers, we are a coach as well. And so you have to get out of your own way thinking that you have to have this all figured out, that everything has to be perfect. You just have to be willing to take one step at a time and know that you're going to grow as you go through the steps. And also know that your clients honestly just need support. So if you're good at helping people, supporting people, then you are definitely in the right field. All right, number five, I have to know everything before I start working with clients, or I have to know everything before I start charging what I should be charging. The truth is, you learn through working with clients. Every job teaches you something new, whether it's new products, new layouts, new situations. No two homes or clients are the same. Experience is your best teacher. And you can always say, well, let me look into that for you. I need you to understand problem solving is part of the job. I still have to tell people, you know what, I don't know, but let me do some research and I'll get back to you. That doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing as an organizer or I don't know how to help them. I do. But when it comes to certain specific things, I would rather do the research and tell them and show them their actual options than just tell them something and hope that I'm telling them correctly. So when you say that and when you say, let me look into it for you, it doesn't mean that you're any less of an organizer. You don't know what you're doing. And I know in the beginning it can feel that way, but that's a statement you're going to be saying the entire time that you are doing this job. We know that confidence grows from taking action, not waiting. So your first client is not expecting perfection. They honestly just want help. And this is exactly why I know that you just want help as well. The same way that you're feeling not sure and trying to figure it out and wishing that you had help, that's exactly how your clients are feeling about their home. I know for you, it may come a little bit easier to create systems in your homes and all of that. But learning how to do it for someone else is a totally different ballgame, which is why I created the academy, which is why I have my 4-step process for you of the courses. And it's why each course brings you into the community because you need ongoing support and you need other organizers to help you know that you're not crazy. Like it's okay. We all feel that way. We all have clients that are hard to work with or that it's stressful to figure out the situation. And the more support that you can have, the more that you can understand, oh, that's what my clients are needing as well. All right, number 6, decluttering is easy for everybody. I know a lot of organizers that have said that to me, like, well, everyone knows how to declutter. Or I actually just had a client the other day that she's worked with 2 organizers already. And she called me, and when I went to do the consultation with her, she was explaining what had happened when she worked with her other organizers. And this most recent one, I really feel like she is actually more of an interior designer, not an organizer, because she had her pull all this stuff out of the room. They threw it into closets, threw it in the garage. Like they made more of a mess than actually figuring out the puzzle. And so she kept asking me these questions like, well, what's the plan? How are you going to help me? And I just told her, I said, listen, we're going to take this one step at a time. That way, there's no pressure on me or you. But as we take it one step at a time, we will figure out what the next step is. Because she wanted to know, like, was I going to make her buy a bunch of stuff? And like, just all of these things that the other organizers had her do to organize her home when I guess it kind of organized it. It put things in places, but they both skipped the most important part, which is decluttering. And this most recent one told her, hey, just go through and declutter that area over there, the room, and just put it all in a box and I'll come back and get it later. And she said that was so hard for her because she has a shoulder that's out and it's hard for her to make decisions because she has ADHD. And I'm like, it drives me nuts. Decluttering is part of organizing. It is not easy for everyone. That's the reason why we go in to help them and then haul their stuff away at the end. Because that box had been sitting there for months that this other organizer was supposed to come get. I hauled it away for her at the free consultation. And just that one act alone, she was like, "Oh my gosh, it feels so much better through here." She's like, "You don't have to take it, what do I owe you?" And I'm like, "Nothing. This should have already been hauled away for you, and I'm sorry that it wasn't." So, the idea that decluttering is easy for everyone or that you can tell a client, "Okay, your homework is to declutter this area." That's not going to work for every client. And in my experience, that's not going to work for 90% of them. They are not going to take it away themselves and they're going to have a hard time going through it. Every client that has told me they have decluttered, when I come back in and work with them side by side to continue to declutter, we always find so much more stuff that can go that they are shocked. Because anyone decluttering on their own can convince themselves that they need to keep it. There's a reason they're calling us, they're overwhelmed. So please just remember decluttering is not easy for everyone. The truth is that decluttering is emotional. A lot of our clients struggle with guilt and shame and decision fatigue. That's a huge one. So you've got to remember that decluttering requires energy, the decision making, emotional processing. And this is why sometimes for clients, sessions feel heavy. It's okay. That's a normal part of the process. That's why you are there to create a safe, judgment free environment for them. And just always remember and tell your clients progress is better than perfection. And so encourage them, tell them they're doing a good job, be their cheerleader as they're releasing things that they typically would not have released on their own or that it was hard for them emotionally to let go of. One of the biggest fears that new professional organizers have is this: what if I get a client and I don't know what to do? because organizing is not just about bins and labels. It's about guiding real people through overwhelm, emotional attachments, and through life transitions. This is why I created my How to Work with Clients as a Professional Organizer course. Inside the course, I walk you through the entire client journey from the first inquiry to the phone call, the consultation, your organizing sessions, and how to follow up. You'll learn how to run confident consultations, lead productive sessions, measure spaces for products, and create systems that help your clients maintain their spaces long after you leave. You'll also receive client paperwork, consultation guides, intake forms, and process templates that help you work professionally with every single client. Because when you feel confident walking into a client's home, you're able to focus on what really matters, helping them experience real transformation in their space. So go to proorganizerzacademy.com, scroll down to the course, and click Learn More to see a video of what's included in the course. All right, number 7. This is one that FYI gets on my nerves. You have to be tough with clients. So, the truth, in my opinion, and from what I've seen, is that compassion works way better than pressure. You should guide your clients with questions, encouragement, safety. You are not a drill sergeant. You are not there to tell them what they have to do. This is their home, these are their choices. And if you're coming in like a drill sergeant in the army or to like help them do this and tell them they've got to get it done, and no, that's not going to truly help them. I have honestly had clients that have come to me that have been emotionally traumatized from dealing with organizers that come in very abrasive with them or make them feel less than because of their energy and their attitude towards them. So please remember, people do not change through shame, they change through support. You want to ask questions like, do you love it? When was the last time you used it? You've got to meet clients where they are, not where you want them to be or where you think they should be. Trust will build the results, and gentle guidance truly leads to long-term change because you can force them or tell them they have to do it or how they need to do it, and it's going to go right back to the way it was before because you didn't truly help them change their thoughts and you didn't help them change the way they're going about things. All right, we got 3 left. Number 8, you need a certification before you start. The truth is, you can start without one. And like I said earlier, experience will build as you go. But training does give you structure, clarity, and confidence to walk into your clients' homes. So, this is why having a proven process helps you avoid overwhelm. And education can shorten your learning curve. It's not required, but it can be a powerful accelerator when you learn what to say, what to do next. And confidence often comes from knowing you're doing it in a proven way, in a way that's been done before, and that other people are doing it to build their businesses. So that's why I have built proorganizerzacademy.com. Go there, see all the ways that I have to support you so that way you're not trying to figure this out alone and you can streamline this process and get the support that you need. Plus, when you go through my How to Start Your Organizing Business course, you get a certification anyways. So why not go ahead and get one? Let me send it to you once you've gone through the course. You get 3 months free of my group coaching community for support. And then you get a plaque to put on your wall to say you are a certified POC organizer. All right, number 9, it's just about pretty spaces. No, no, no. This is very similar to the girl I was just telling you all about. She thought if she went in and just made it pretty, that it would work for the client, even though multiple things she just threw in closets and threw in bins, but they were kind of like out of sight, out of mind. So you couldn't see that they were disorganized. But my client's someone that the second she opens that door, that drawer, like she's already thinking about it. She knows it's there, it's in her home. It stressed her out worse once she was done working with the organizer, and she was out a lot of money. So the truth is, it's about function and it's about their lifestyle. The pretty part is it's a great bonus, but our goal is systems that work for our clients. So a beautiful system that doesn't work is a big fat fail. You want to ask things like, how does this space need to function for you on a daily basis? Because organizing should match their habits, their routines, their family's needs, and you want them to be able to sustain more than you need the aesthetic to be beautiful. And the win is that your client can maintain it because you took the time to figure out what works for them and help them set up systems. Like I tell my clients all the time, well, where does your brain think to go? If I asked you where that thing was right now, where would you think that it was? And wherever that is, that's where we're going to put that thing, ideally, if as much as we can with the space we're given or the way the cabinets are, that kind of thing. But at least in the room that they go to think that's where that item should be, right? So, functionality, your clients will be thrilled with helping them figure out how to help their lives function better through creating those systems of how their brains work, not how your brain works. And then number 10, the biggest misconception of all is I have to figure out my entire business on my own. The truth is, you do not have to have all the answers. You just need the right guidance and support. So, trying to figure everything out alone leads to overwhelm, delays. You're constantly second guessing yourself. You do not need to reinvent the wheel. You just need a proven path forward. The support gives you the clarity on what to do next, confidence in your decisions, the accountability to keep going, and you can borrow my belief until you build your own. You also need the right environment because that changes everything. And again, it's exactly what we do for our clients. When you see what having a coach is like, what having accountability is like, what having a support system is like as you grow your business, if you will remember those things, then you can understand, oh, this is exactly how my clients feel. And it gives you more compassion for them, but it also gives you more confidence on understanding, oh, wait, having an accountability partner is valuable. Having a support system is valuable. Having someone to talk things out with and coach about it is valuable, which again is what we do for our clients as problem solvers, i.e., professional organizers. So, before we wrap up, I want you to do one quick thing for me. Which one of these misconceptions have you been believing? And which one are you ready to let go of this week? Let me tell you what they are again very quickly. So, number one, you have to be naturally organized. Number two, it's just cleaning people's houses. Number three, if I just start, my clients will come to me. Number four, I need everything perfect before I take the first step. Number five, I have to know everything before working with clients. Number six, oh, decluttering is easy for everyone. We can just skip to the organizing. Number seven, you have to be tough with clients as a professional organizer to get anywhere. Number eight, oh, I need to be certified before I even start. Number nine, being an organizer, it's just about pretty spaces. And number 10, I have to figure out my entire business on my own. So make sure to put in the comments and let me know. And if you're listening to the podcast, you can still put a comment in the app that you're listening on, or if you're on YouTube, put it in the comments. I would love to know which one of these 10 you've been believing and that you're like, you know what, I'm ready to let that misconception go because it is no longer serving me. So let me leave you with this. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers, and you don't need to keep waiting. You just need a starting point and the right support to guide you. So, if you're ready to take that next step, head over to proorganizersacademy.com and check out the step by step system I've created to help you build your organizing business with confidence. And if this episode helped you, please take a second to share it with someone who's been thinking about starting as well, because this might be exactly what they need to hear. I'm so glad that you chose to join me, and I will see you in the next episode.